Coach.
Hey, man, my main man, Freeway Ricky Ross, man. What's going on, brother?
Man, working hard. That's it.
Hey, I already know. Look here, man. Listen, we on live on the air. I just want to let you know that. We live on the air. I let the people know that you're going to be here. They listening. Let's give Freeway Ricky Ross, the real Rick Ross, a round of applause. Rick, can you talk right now? Just for a few minutes?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good for a few minutes.
All right, cool.
About 15 minutes.
About 15 minutes. Okay, cool. That's all I need. Listen, Rick. Right. So, I know you've been real busy. I know you've been on your book tour. I know you've been working with a lot of fighters like Raleigh and Jason Moreno. I forgot his nickname.
Jason Moreno, Shy Money.
Yeah, Shy Money, stuff like that. We're going to get all of them back on the show. I'm gonna get Raleigh back on the show and get Jason back on the show. I have been texting them just to keep you updated on what's going on. But
yeah, I already know you support my guys 110. Just like you did with Kid Austin. It ain't nothing new. We support each other.
Yes, sir. It's amazing you brought up Kid Austin because I didn't know who he was. A lot of people didn't know who he was until you introduced him to the world. You was working with him, but then he got introduced to the world over here on this channel. And I remember, his dad, I'm gonna be respectful, but his dad, I call his dad Mama Hofield because I'm kind of going through some issues with them, but that's neither here nor there. But his dad would thank me, was like, I want to thank you for bringing us on. You supported for Kid and all that stuff there. He thanked me. He invited me to their spot, their training camp in San Antonio in 2023 and stuff like that. Everything was cool. Do you still have a relationship with the Scofields?
Well, it's a funny relationship, I guess you could say, because Floyd he's a user, and basically what I mean by that is when he needs people, he's friends with them, and when he don't need them no more, he kicks them out.
When you say Floyd, you're talking about the father, Floyd Sr., Schofield Sr.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Would you care to elaborate? You say he's a user. What do you mean by that?
Well, when he needs people, he's the nicest guy in the world. But then once he gets what he wants, he told me when we did that deal with Kid, I did a 2-year contract, and all my guys advised me against doing the contract. My lawyer advised me against doing the contract. But, I took him at his word that if everything went well, he would renew the contract. But once I got him to where everybody knew him and now he's doing podcasts and, people talking about Kid Austin, the whole tone changed.
The whole tone change. So can you like give me some examples? Like what you mean by the whole tone change?
Man,
Did he stop talking to you?
I fed them dudes. I put them in hotel rooms. I flew them around the country. I spent my money. I spent my hard-earned money on them. And I wasn't even, Coach, I wasn't even looking to get no money back out of it. It would have been cool, if you get some money out of it, but at least, take me on the journey with you. Let me go on the journey. It got so bad that when he started doing deals, he didn't even want me to know what the deals was. Like, I never know how much the Kid ever got paid. Not one check. They've never told me, we got 10,000, we got 5,000, we got 100,000. I've never known that. I'm the reason that the Zone started putting him on the TV. I had a rapper that had 3 million followers. Because, Big Floyd can't think. He's a dummy. He's a real dummy. And I told him, early on that, they had the opportunity to make $30 or $40 million if he did it right. The one thing that he did have right, and I'm going to have to give him that, is that he was copying Bill Haney.
He was copying Bill Haney. What you mean?
Yeah, he was following Bill Haney's blueprint. He hated Bill Haney with a passion. But that hatred became, I don't know if you really, I don't really know how to explain this, right? You know how you hate somebody so bad that you almost become them, in a sense. Not become Bill, but he was trying to use Bill's formula.
Yeah.
If that makes
No,
sense.
no, it made perfect sense. It made perfect sense. You know, yeah, I get it. I can see that now because some people have said that. Damn, some people have compared him to Bill Haney. They say he worse than Bill, or something of that sort. And I was like, nah, Bill ain't like that because Devin Haney got his own house. Devin Haney drive his own cars. Devin Haney have a driver's license. Devin Haney, when he makes his money go to him. His dad don't keep all his money and you know and stuff like that. So I think I think Devin Haney is allowed to be his own man. It's just his dad, you know, Bill is the one that do all the talking for him. But yeah, I can get that. So he hated Bill, but you know, sometimes you become that what you, or you try to emulate that what you hate. Sometimes.
Right. Because he was saying stuff to Bill and about Bill, and putting me in it. You know, like. Rick said he'll put up $1 million, and I ain't never said no shit. I'm like, I ain't never said no shit like that there. You know, me and Bill is cool. Mm. Bill always treated me with the utmost respect. Like, don't put me in y'all in whatever you got going on, because it really wasn't Bill's. It really was him. You know, Bill didn't even know who he was.
So why did he hate Bill Haney so much though?
Well, you know, I think the guy has this thing about people who are important, and he just don't like them. You know, he can't see nobody that gets more respect than him, or that's smarter than him. Because I mean, it's easy to be smarter than he is. You know, it don't take much to be smarter than he is. But I don't think that he likes to be around those people, or he likes those people to be around.
Yeah, it seemed like he has sociopathic tendencies, like he's a sociopath. Yeah. Personality disorder. Yeah, personality disorder. You know, he don't like being around. Yeah, you know, he doesn't like being around people like that, and he pushes them away. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, Rick, because a lot of people don't know a lot of the things that you did for them. People do know that. Well, people probably forgot, but those who do know, you know, because I know, and other people who around you, and other people who know who close to the situation. Because people online and these other podcasters, they don't know. They only know what the father says, Floyd Sr. says. They don't know what's really going on. You get what I'm saying? So,
right.
But they're starting to figure out now that he's a compulsive liar. They start to see that. And they know that he's a woman beater, especially ever since I dropped that video of him beating that woman. So they know that. They know he's a compulsive liar, this and that. I would say this. What's kind of shocking to me that I figured out last week was the kid is become very much like the father when it comes to the lying and stuff all the time. And it seems like they're compulsive liars. What say you about that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, I was baffled, right, when kid was, you know, first when I thought they was sharing a phone, I thought it was financial reasons, you know. I can understand if you ain't got no money, you broke. And when I met them, that's the way they work, you know. So I thought not having a telephone, you know, wasn't that bad. But then, you know, we started having a little money, and I'm giving them a little money, and, you know, like, why the kid don't get his own phone? And come to find out, his dad didn't want him to have a phone. You know, he wanted him to be phoneless. And I'm like, a 19-year-old kid not having a telephone, not being able to socialize with other teenagers, with women. I thought that was kind of odd. But at the end of the day, you know, I like, who am I to you know, to be judging somebody?
Right.
But I thought that was really odd that the kid didn't have a telephone.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, it was just a weird. He's just a weird kind of a controlling. Now the kid's mom, I love her to death. I mean, she is 110 in my book. You know, she could call me right now, and anything that I can do for her, I would do it. And I'm trying to get her to speak to you as well.
So the mom. Okay, I'm glad you picked. Let's pick it back on that. Because Floyd Schofield Sr. he tells this story of he was him and his son was homeless. The mother, Kid Austin's mother, gave birth to him and gave him up, abandoned him, and him being the good father that he is, he took his son after being abandoned by the mother and went on this journey to raise his child by himself and teach him boxing and stuff like that. Is there any validity to that story that you know of?
His mom used to be at all the early fights. I didn't see no neglect in her. I don't believe that with her personality, she neglected her son. She let her son go. I believe that she met this guy who kind of acts like a pimp in some forms, and he tricks women into believing that he's with the mob and he has mob ties, and that Golden Boy is gonna come and kill him if they do anything against. I mean, I done heard women tell me all kind of stories that this guy has told to manipulate them and keep them in check. It's a form of threatening, really.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I'm not gonna lie. When I first met this dude, and I met him through, and of course I met him through you. I thought he was all right guy. I'm not gonna say a lot. I thought he was all right dude. I thought he was just a black man. He's raising his son and stuff like that. And he's doing the right thing by his son. He's an example of what a black man should be doing in society for their children. And I don't believe in giving any man credit for taking care of his child. Like that's what you're supposed to do. If you have a child or children or whatever, it's your responsibility as a parent, whether a mother or a father, to take care of your children. So, you don't get a badge, you don't get a parade for doing that. So that's what I was under the impression of. But as time went on, I kind of put it this way.
Well, you know what? He ain't really taking care of it. He's pimping his son. Anytime, what kind of parent? Now my kids play tennis, coach. Now, when they get up and they get ready to sign contracts, I'm not having them sign no management contract with me. They're not going to be under contract. Kid Austin is under contract to his dad. He can't do anything without his dad. His dad had him sign over all of his rights to him. So he can do that. Now, I believe that's my son, my daughter. You can sign whatever contract you run, but my parenthood, my fatherhood is gonna overrule all that. I don't need no contract with my kids.
So that's because some would say, what's wrong with? And you said a lot right there. Some would say, well, what's wrong with the parent being the manager of the child? What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with the parent being the manager, but do you need a contract for your own son or daughter?
Nah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Do you?
I'm not gonna need no contract for my kids. Like I'm your daddy, and I overrule the manager. I'm gonna overrule the.
Hold on, Rick. Hold on, y'all. I gotta call him back. The phone got disconnected.
Hello, Coach.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, the call dropped or something. I said, your fatherhood and your principles should overrule everything else. But there's two ways of doing things, and one is where you make people respect you, and then the other one is when people love you. And I believe that people should love you instead of having people fear you. Because fear, they only gonna fear you when you're there. When you're gone, they're gonna do whatever they want to do.
Right.
But when they love you, you ain't gotta be there for them to love you.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. When you're saying pimp, I heard that word before. So kid fights. He gets paid from Golden Boy or whoever pays him, and I'm hearing and I learned that all the money goes to the father, and the kid don't see none of his money. So when you say pimping, do you mean something of that sort, or it seems like the father's living his life vicariously?
Absolutely.
The father's living his life vicariously through the son. So when you say pimping, is that what you're hinting to?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? They waiting on me in this meeting too, Coach.
Okay, go ahead. All right, Rick. Listen, man, I appreciate you. I know you got a meeting.
All right.
I'll talk to you. Shout out to Freeway, Rick and Ross. Salute, fam.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.